This episode of TRS is brought to you by Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, now with single and multiplayer, available now. On today's special Thanksgiving TRS, Mike and Jeff volunteer at Comfort Zone Camp.
Thanksgiving, everybody! Today we have a very special episode of TRS Cares.
A very special Thanksgiving background sent by Case and Watson. We got turkeys, we got gobble gobble action, and we have thanks.
Yes, and part of that thanks, you know, we've talked about this on the show a little bit, but Mikey got involved in this camp for grieving kids.
Yes.
And we...
Comfort Zone
Camp. Which was like on AB, I flipped it on, it was like on the Today Show or something, which is amazing. And so Jeff, you joined Mikey on a pilgrimage to the Comfort Zone Camp.
Hey, nice to use a pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Mike had been talking about it for a long time, and he's done many, many weekends of this. And basically what it is you go and you spend what is ostensibly the summer camp at an actual summer camp. And you hang out and you just be there for some kids that have gone through really horrible losses in their life.
Is it 3 days or 4 days?
Well, there's two different kinds.
Okay.
The one I did was 3 days.
Okay.
And
is it all over the country?
There's East Coast and West Coast.
Gotcha.
And they're trying to start one up in the middle of the country. And it's something that I think more people should be aware of and might want to consider taking part in, because it's something that it changed my life.
Yeah, and good on Mike, by the way, because he saw something about Comfort Zone Camp and then took that step. So if you guys are those people sitting on the couch like, oh, I should totally do that. Mike was one of those guys.
Yeah.
So was Jeff.
It's really
I believe
easy.
I consider myself still one of those guys.
So, I mean, we all thought it would be a good thing to expose our audience to. It's not the kind of thing we normally do, but it's a special day, I think, and I think it's a special thing that people should see.
Maybe they're going to see this, but you were paired with someone that was like, they pair you with people that like mine, and so he was like a gamer, right? Or,
yeah, part of their process is that they do a lot of work in finding someone that really fits with what you like. So there's stuff you can talk about.
Right.
And I was really nervous at the beginning of camp because I'd been actually a camp counselor early in my life.
This is a very intense,
very different.
Yeah.
And I actually got a 16-year-old kid who was much older than I thought, because they go everywhere from, what is it, 5 or 6? 7 all the way up to 16. So I got the oldest, 16 or 17 I think is the oldest that they do. And I was worried that he was going to be too cool for school. And actually when he arrived, that was a little bit, there was a lot of resistance to even being there.
Yeah.
And over the course of the camp, I'm sure you're going to see, I think,
some suspense.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
I'm almost getting choked up now thinking about it. It is a completely life-changing experience, and so easy. It was such an easy thing to do. There was a huge hump to get over of taking the moment and going and doing the training and really saying, I can schedule out a weekend and do this.
Right.
But I'm so glad I did.
Worth the hump.
And training is a day.
It was a good Thursday.
Yeah.
It's a good Thursday. That's the over the hump day. Anyway,
So
well, let's check it
I
out.
hope people enjoy it.
Gobble, gobble.
So Mike and I are here at Comfort Zone Camp up in the beautiful hills of Malibu, California.
Doesn't look like Malibu.
It doesn't look like Malibu, but it does look like camp. I just stowed my stuff in the cabin over there.
Yep.
We're both hanging out in cabin 7.
Yeah.
And
Best cabin ever.
We're waiting for the kids to arrive, and this camp, you know better than I do. You've been doing it for a while.
I've been doing it. I found out about it almost a year ago, and I've been doing the camp. This is my 6th time going to camp. First time I haven't had a little buddy of my own. You have a little buddy of your own?
I do. He's not that little. He's 16.
No, he's 16. He's probably taller than you. As tall as you are.
Might be taller and cooler than me.
You never know. This whole camp is designed to provide kind of a sanctuary for kids who have experienced a significant loss in their family, be it like a parent or sibling or caregiver. And it's just a chance to have fun and hang out with kids who are in similar situations and learn how to cope with dealing with this type of stuff. It sounds very heavy duty stuff, and it is, but it's actually also a bunch of fun. I mean, it's camp, so we do all kinds of camp activities, and we're going to act really crazy. And I'm going to get a lot of footage of this guy doing a lot of crazy things. So
well, let's see how it goes.
Awesome.
Can't be stopped! Can't be stopped! What up? What up? Friday, there's a lot of energy going on, and kids don't know necessarily what to expect. Some are very eager to get here, and some are very eager to not be here. But you see these kids kind of walk in unsure of what they're about to get involved in, and who they're going to be matched with, or what they're going to have to do, or what they're not going to have to do. And you see some of that energy coming in. We immediately throw them to high-energy icebreaker games, where they're doing ridiculous, silly stuff. They're taking some safe risks. They're acting like a chicken or acting like a dinosaur. Start to see them open up, and they really start to show their own personalities. And then you start to see them connect with their big buddies a little bit more. Immediately Saturday, we get up, we go to breakfast, and we go right into challenge course. Kids are going to be tested, and they're going to be challenged, and these safe challenges. They're going to take some risks, and they're going to go out on a limb and do things they haven't typically done, or you'll see even more of their personalities come out.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
All right, guys, thank you very much.
The kids go into their healing circles and they start to share their stories. They bring pictures, and they'll share the picture of their loved one that they lost. And they'll, one by one, have the opportunity to tell in their words what's happened. For them to say, I've lost my dad, or my mom died. And this is really warm to the heart, and the big buddies finally get a chance to see these kids taking these huge risks and sharing and opening up. And you really get to understand what are some core challenges the kids are having, and what they're doing to either help with that or what they're hiding from. Well, the idea is for them to have some healthy coping skills to take home with them.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, we love!
Where kids do things in spurts, that's what we're trying to mimic at camp. We're trying to put them into high energy activities, and then we're going to process and we're going to talk about some of our feelings and some of the reasons why we're here, then right back into high energy activities. And again, the big buddies are with them throughout this entire journey for the weekend. What you're doing at camp is trying to create as many opportunities as possible for kids to express themselves in a healthy way. And the memorial service is an opportunity for these kids to either one at a time come up and do something in honor of, and whether it's a poem, a song, a silly joke that someone told them, whatever it might be, and the kids have an opportunity to do this in front of the entire camp with the parents present.
Children play on the shore each day, and all say they were there. This is my buddy Scooter. It took a lot of trust for you to even come here this weekend, and I have to tell you, you are such a good, decent, respectful guy. I am honored to know you, and to be quite honest, seeing a 16-year-old kid like you gives me faith in the future.
The kids are super connected. They've been turbo bonding with everyone all weekend. Some kids are very anxious about leaving and not wanting to leave the bubble because it's been so supportive and they've learned so much and they're thriving here. And some kids are anxious to spread their wings and really apply some of the things that they've learned here.
There's such an incredible energy and positivity with everybody, and hearing the stories and having this place where everybody can share and be open and be welcomed into that and not be judged. The amount of bonding that happens in 2 days is amazing, you know? And you walk in complete strangers and you walk out feeling like a family, and it's pretty amazing.
I didn't want to come at all. I was doing everything I could to convince my mom to just let me go home. Jeff really actually pushed me to come. He made some bets. He said he'd arm wrestle me.
I was pulling every trick I knew out of the book, man.
He tried real hard, and I was a little grumpy for a couple minutes, and then, you know, Jeff really lightened my spirits and talked to some other people, and, you know, it was great. Everybody was really nice, and I ended up having an awesome time. I had a great time.
I don't know if I can say this. To be that for somebody is pretty amazing.
So it's the end of camp.
Yeah, everybody's leaving.
Everybody's leaving. Bye. See ya. What did I tell you about this weekend?
It's pretty incredible to be around this kind of energy, these kids who are all sort of taking risks and coming out of their shells and feeling like you can be a positive part of that. Mm-hmm. There's so much energy and positivity all around that it's infectious, and it really does feel like a life-changing experience. The most profound thing you can do, I think, is help someone and be a positive force in someone's life. And to be part of that, to be around it happening in numerous ways all around, it
is something that you can't put into words what goes on at camp and what the result of camp is, because the results for people are different for each and every person.
Yeah.
And I've done this my 6th camp, and I didn't have a little buddy this time, and I was a little afraid that, you know, oh, I want a little buddy. But this time I got to see everything and everything that happened, and it gave me such a different perspective on camp that it was one of the better experiences I've had at camp, not having a little buddy, and was such a joy. And it was awesome because Scooter came up to me afterwards and he said, "Thank you for telling Jeff about this camp." Because it changed my life.
Yeah.
And he told you basically the same thing.
He did.
That it changed his life.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those priceless moments in life. And just, you know, being silly and eating together, and it's such a great experience.
It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Cool.
Let's punch it out.
See you in November.
Yeah, right.
So amazing! It looked like you had a really great time.
Life-changing, as I said, and I hope, you know, as people are sitting around with their turkey hangovers,
Giving thanks.
This is something that I am truly, honestly thankful for. This year I have to thank Mike for pushing me over that hump, getting me to do it. And it is honestly something that's so easy. I think volunteering and donating your time is such an undervalued, underrepresented concept in this country, where it really is free, and it nourishes you in a way that it doesn't seem like it would, but it really, really does. Being there for somebody, being a positive force in that kid's life, like...
Yeah. And where would they go to get information, right? Was it comfortzonecamp.org? Is that what it was, Mikey?
Absolutely, comfortzonecamp.org.
Cool.
I urge people to check that out, or check out anything in their area, because it's something, especially this time of year, we always think about giving thanks, and there's people who really could use your efforts.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Good point and poignant, and thank you. And I'm thankful that you gave me that little sliver of joy. So before we get to the sponsor, make sure to stick tuned. We're going to have This Day in Rad History. Daniel Trachtenberg, Assassin's Creed is up.
Right, we are brought to you by Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you play Ezio once again back in Rome with 15 more hours of single-player
Love the arms.
missions.
Yeah.
15, it's like this many hours.
He's like,
That's a lot.
again!
You got
Brotherhood.
You got blades.
Ezio.
You got blades that are like this big.
They come out of every
Actually, you
game,
have blades, tanks
flying machines, lots of cool weapons.
Amazing.
As well as when you play the single player game, you actually it's not just you assemble a team to help you that
group of
that help
deadly
you
assassins.
out inside combat situations, stuff like that. And there's multiplayer. So in multiplayer, you are chasing down, you are like professional killer style, chasing down people and also running away from other people. So it's a very unique multiplayer. So that's out in stores now.
It's basically
Assassin's Creed
death
Brotherhood.
tag. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get
Awesome
out of here.
in the.
On tomorrow's show, we try out some fun, as seen on TV, breakfast items.
So today is November 25th, Thanksgiving, and just so happens that on this day in rad history, in the year 1920, the first Thanksgiving Day parade happened in Philadelphia.
A lot of international
alma
viewers
mater.
might think that that's obvious, but Thanksgiving is a different day every year.
Right, so
it's not necessarily obvious.
Do you guys watch Thanksgiving Day parade? Did that happen?
You know, we never did football.
Yeah.
But we're not even a big, I mean, it was sort of like we put it on because it's a thing.
Right.
When I was a kid, I used to think that the greatest thing was seeing Spider-Man floating as a balloon above New York City. But back then, like, you didn't see Spider-Man in movies or anything.
You just saw him in the electric company.
Yep.
Yeah, if you were lucky.
If you were lucky.